Hello everybody and welcome back to Imperator, where we've still got a small tyranny problem here. We definitely need to work on that. And to that end, we do actually need to deal with a few more disloyal characters here. Maharbo Badona is definitely one of them, and we're going to go ahead and persuade him. And that solves the problem for now. Now, we do have these rebellions going on. We have these armies here currently moving down, and that'll be okay. These guys here, I'm actually going to move them up to intercept these forces, because I don't want them ransacking these territories if we can at all help it. They are currently fleeing, and I don't blame them for this. They are no match for this army, of course. We're going to go ahead and intercept, looks like, I think both of them here. Yes, perfect. That is an oratory advance as well as a double stack wipe. Let's go ahead and see about getting ourselves an oratory advance here. I don't know if this is actually what we want, though. I want anything that can give us additional tyranny reduction, ultimately. That's what we're really looking for. We could go for something in here that would perhaps give us additional omen power. That would help a little bit, but not tremendously. Maybe something in the civic advances. Build cost reduction, slave output. I mean, we should probably look at some of the things down near the bottom of this tree over here. Let's see here. Import value, export value. This is pretty much all economic stuff, which I am interested in getting. There's no doubt about that. But it's not really what we're looking for, which is tyranny reductions. Here's a tyranny reduction. Not much of one, but it is a tyranny reduction. It would take us a while to get there. I feel like oratory advances should really be a place for tyranny reduction, and there is a little bit over here, I guess. We could grab open negotiations, which would lead to steganography, which would allow us to grab this as well as this. That would be some tyranny reduction. Plus some loyalty growth. More tyranny reduction down here. Yeah, that's the route that we want to go, for sure. So we're going to go open negotiations, and from there, we're going to head down this way. Perfect. A shrine in his honor? That's a lot of cash. I don't care about their loyalty, in all honesty. Where is our other... Okay, our army's up there. Sure. Available decisions. Yeah, that's just the Theocratic Republic. That's okay. And we'll begin sieging over here. The Mauryan Civil War has ended. Okay, I don't care. Honestly, I feel like we don't need these guys. Let's have them just chill here. That'll do. Perfect. So let's go ahead and get this siege phase timer going. These guys are a little bit obnoxious, but it looks like they're going to be dealt with by our allies. I'm okay with this. This looks absolutely great. We are losing a decent chunk of tyranny per month, but it's really not that much. Okay, so this guy has been elected, and they have the following objective to reconcile. Yes, that is something that we do need to work on. Unfortunately, we are now losing less tyranny per month. We do need a governor up here, and it should be a Gizgo or Barkid. And we'll put in a Gizgo. Excellent. Or 42%. We don't have the loyalty. Okay. Sure. We will need to bribe Eshmuniaton. That did not go well. That did not go well. We're just going to go with E-Gizgo, as it says here. We're going to bribe him. And that should be now no change. Okay. Next up, Vocenius Galbus. Okay, so this guy here, we'll bribe him as well. Perfect. There we go. Problem solved. They're suing for peace. Sure. We're not going to accept that yet. We'll get there, but now is not the time for that. We need to work on bringing that tyranny down, and that is indeed exactly what we're doing. I am interested in checking to see what our research efficiency is at. 112% right now. Okay, we'll build a farming settlement here, and then we'll put in a few more libraries in any location where we get the most research from it. There we go. And we'll just spend all of our cash on that. There we go. And we'll continue working on that research. Fantastic. This siege is now over, as is this one, so we're going to send these guys all the way... Nope, did not have them selected. We're going to send these guys all the way up to... 2.89. Is that the best in this region? It actually is. Okay, we'll send them up to there. These guys will go ahead and drill, and then these guys, they're going to return back to the coast. Wonderful. We'll let that auto cap finish. There we go. I do wish that there was a way to not, like, to lose tyranny in this option. That would be nice. We could gain popularity, we don't need it. We could lose AE, we don't need that. We could lose popularity. Oh, okay, I don't know why we'd ever choose this over this, but whatever. We're just going to do that. Fantastic. So we're currently down to 93.7 tyranny, and that does need to come down. There is no doubt about that. I should look up what the end date of Imperator is. I don't actually know off the top of my head. That is something I should definitely look up. I feel like we're starting to get kind of close. I'm not sure what the actual end date is, though, so we will see. We'll go ahead and drill these guys, and we're going to start annexing these as soon as we can. It's going to be a little while before we can start integration. Of course, we don't have the Senate support right now, and it won't be possible for another 5 years anyway. That's fine. That is completely fine. We're going to mostly be chilling for the time being. I do want to take a look at our technology situation. Our current maximum efficiency is 150%, so that is, of course, what we're aiming for. We'll take citizens. Thank you very much. Excellent. I am wondering when we get those free innovations. The ones that are not tied to our advances going up, I mean. I'm just wondering, where is the actual progress bar for that? Because we do sometimes get ones that are not tied to the advances increasing. I don't know. It's a little weird. Regardless, we're going to get a civic advance here relatively soon, in about 2 years, and that will, of course, go down to steganography, which will then be hierarchy of responsibility and seated acclamation. And then this would be going then down into proprietors and proconsuls. Oh, that's flashing a little bit. That's exciting. And from there, we can, of course, go down this way into loyalty of characters and monthly tyranny reduction. More monthly tyranny reduction down here, and monthly political influence. Yeah, that's pretty good. That is definitely pretty good. Good research point upgrades over here as well that we can make our way over to. Excellent. So that is fantastic, but for now, of course, we're trying to get our tyranny down under 90%. That would be awful nice. We do have a risk of rebellion in Apulia. That's fine. I do want to check in over here. Yeah, that looks good. I did want to make sure that we removed this fort as well as this fort, and we should switch both of these over to religious conversion. And we do actually have the political power for that, so that's great. We'll get both of those switched over. And in theory, we should be getting more and more loyal. We're pretty overextended, and we knew this would be the case, right? This was 100% always going to be the case. Let's get a farming settlement constructed, and let's also build additional libraries in the locations where they will be most effective. Something along the lines of that. Okay. Now, a lot of these aren't particularly effective. We should probably check at some point to see if we need additional courts of law. We may. We actually do. We need a couple. We'll build one there, and we'll come back to those in just a bit when we get additional cash. That is wonderful. Our tyranny is still declining, but not by a ton. Are these guys disloyal? They are disloyal. Okay. I actually don't care about that. He can kind of wander around. Punic traditions, I mean, we could continue going down the maritime traditions here. That is an option. Or we've got the Levantine Kingdom traditions, camel discipline. I mean, this is all military stuff, and I kind of don't care. We haven't been having much issues with military stuff. I mean, we can take heavy infantry offense. That's okay. But we haven't really been having too much of an issue militarily. We do have a civil war potentially brewing. Caro Orisis is the primary issue here, looks like. We're going to go ahead and bribe him. No problem. For a while, anyway. Excellent. So we're just going to continue chilling for now. The Senate does not approve of us, and we need to drop our tyranny, absolutely. What is our threshold for reconciliation? Is that still that 70-some percent? 74.6, okay. That's probably reasonably acceptable. That'd be 25 political power. We're spending basically all of our political power on bribes right now, so there is that. I'm just desperately trying to hold everything together, but it'll be okay. These guys are still on road build, and they shouldn't be. We'll go ahead and start moving them up over to, say, here. There we go. Fantastic. And these guys are just going to kind of wander over here, I guess. You can go ahead and drill. Actually, he's loyal now. Okay. Whatever. I guess this guy's loyal now. Maybe we bribed him? Yeah, we did bribe him. Fantastic. We're going to be dropping down under 90 tyranny here relatively soon. That is good. Maharbal Badona has died, and that does, of course, mean that we need a title assigned here. And I would love to put in a Barca. He's not great at the job, but we'll do it. This is only party approval. I mean, I kind of care about party approval, but I also kind of don't. Hamilcar Badona is currently the issue here, and we'll go ahead and bribe him. Fantastic. Okay, so we have an election coming up soon. Sure. Bodo Barca is the leading candidate to win. Actually, Hamilcar Badona is now the leading candidate to win. The guy we just bribed. Okay, that's reasonable. Hopefully he'll be pretty good at reducing tyranny. That'd be nice. Ruler, charisma, and popularity. Okay. So those are the things we need to take into account for our tyranny reduction. That sounds good to me. We're also going to get this civic advance very soon. Of course, steganography is not, in fact, going to get us what we need here. Okay, so the Seleucid Civil War is over, and the influence of the Badona family, sure. And reconcile, okay, and he has about the same, actually a little less in terms of tyranny reduction. We do need a new governor for Italia, and we'd like to put a Badona here, and that'll be fine. We'll put that guy straight on in there. And, of course, we currently have a civil war brewing. When don't we? Why Gizgo is the guy that we want to bribe. Okay. And, yes. Wait. We'll keep the guy we've got. Okay. So we need to then get... Oh, still why Gizgo. He's still a problem. We'll attempt to make friends with him. He'll probably spur our advances, but whatever. We'll give it a go while we store up political influence, and in the meantime, we may want to go for Badona over here. It is this guy. And we will commission a sculpture. I would rather pay cash right now. We'll bribe this guy. That brings it down to 12.79. Okay. Good sign there. Did the Gizgoid family? Yeah. Khanid is the next one. And we'll just grant him free hands, much as I hate to do that. And at this point, we pretty much have to deal with the Gizgo guy here. And it's this guy here. We've recently bribed him, and we can't do that for a while. We will absolutely give him a tiger. Fantastic. We could grant him stipends. I mean, that would give him a lot of loyalty. For sure. I'm just waiting to see what would happen with the make friends here. I'm not going to take the tyranny. Absolutely not. That'll wipe out a lot of progress on that front. So, pass on that one. This guy's currently content in life. Okay. Only 26 on the loyalty right now. Because we revoked free hands, I don't think we did that. Trade wins? Absolutely. I think the population growth is actually better right now. So we'll take that, and he just lost a little loyalty because he's now plotting quietly. Okay. Well, let's see what happens here. These guys are leading a war of independence. Sure. We'll go ahead and hire these mercs, and they're going to, of course, go into unit reorg. And then they're going to come on down here. Yep. We did not manage to make friends with this guy, so unfortunately, we could grant him holdings, but that's only 5 loyalty. I think we're going to toss cash at him. Cold, hard cash. Okay, next up, we are, of course, going to build some courts of law here. And we need a few of these. So we'll build these in right there. And one there as well. And one there. Okay. There we go. These guys, they're going to come around. I'd love to catch this force. I doubt we do. But we kind of need to chase them because I don't want them to take Capua. Because these guys over here too, they're just kind of charging off. These guys are heading back. That's okay. They're leaving the road right now. That means that we catch these. Perfect. I hope that we catch these anyway. Yes, we do. Fantastic. That's wonderful to see. And we're going to bring these guys over and begin a siege over here. Civic advances. That's great. We're going to grab steganography. That, of course, doesn't do too much for us right now, but that unlocks hierarchy of responsibility and seated acclamation. We'll, of course, go for hierarchy of responsibility first. We're going to come down over here and chase down this force next. Actually, they're coming up this way. Sure. We'll head in. I'd love to stack wipe them. We'll see if we manage to catch them or not. I don't know where they went. Fog of War is very difficult to see in this game. It's like, I think they headed this way, is my guess. Yeah, they did. I really wish we could split a merc force, but unfortunately that's not how it works. I mean, if they're just going to chill in their own territory, I'm okay with this. They don't seem to be doing that. They seem to be heading down this way. They're going to occupy it, but okay. We'll just do this. It'll be okay, I guess. At least marginally okay. I do want to check in on our current religion here. I would love to upgrade this shrine, but we're spending so much political power on bribes, and a lot of that is because our ruler is being changed so frequently. If we had Senate support, I would be very interested in going to extended terms. We don't have Senate support, and I don't want to gain 11 tyranny. Thank you very much. Well, let's just get this fort occupied, and then these guys aren't going to be relevant at that point. Gizgo just died. Okay, so that means that the Gizgo family is currently considered scorned, so we will absolutely put in a Gizgo here. There we go. And this guy is immediately disloyal, isn't he? Yes, he is! And he was recently bribed as well, so we'll give him free hands. Disgusting, but we'll do it. The siege will finish up very shortly. And that is a good thing. Not this time, though. Not this siege tick. We do need to work on a mission here, and I kind of want to work on growth of Italia. So, what can we do here? Mines in all possible settlements of Wow, how did I fail Dodecapolis? Dodecaopol? I see how I'm failing it. Dodecapolis, I guess. Dodecapolis. There we go. I was expecting an opolis, but it's an apolis. Okay, so we need an additional mine in here. Where can we build a mine? We could build one here, but this is a city. So we'd actually have to revoke the city status, I think? Or... we have a port here, but this produces base metals. We can build a mine right there. There we go. We'll do that. Call down an omen. Absolutely get this tyranny reduction. Fantastic. And we need a researcher for our religious advances. We will put in this guy. Okay. What else do we need in here? Fruits of Sardinia Borealis. Okay. So Sardinia Borealis is, of course, over here. And each of these can produce food in theory. So we would need to get rid of this port and instead put in a farming settlement. Okay. Mauritania needs a governor, and it should be a Bodina, if at all possible. And we'll put this guy in. He's not very good at the job. I guess he'll have to do. Okay, as far as this mission goes, what else do we need? We've already completed these two, in theory. So, Sulky, where are you? You're right here, and we need to build forts here, apparently. We could take the port out and put in a fort, at least temporarily, and we also need to have 2 tax office buildings. Okay, so we could just make a religious endowment here, and then put in a second tax office in order to get that section of the mission done. Okay, so up in province of Corsica. So up here, we need these to have... They all need to have city status, and they all need to be fortified. Okay, so this one here already does have city status, but it is not fortified. This one here does not have city status, and we should upgrade it. We don't have the political power for that. And this one here does not have city status either. Okay, that's going to be a little bit of work for sure. We're going to come up here and begin sieging. Fantastic. I feel like I accept all of those, and I had that auto set up in our trade. Did I not? Where is our trade at? Accept all trades. Yeah. Unless we would lose our capital bonus. Okay, that's probably what it was. We're going to lose our capital bonus. And I'm actually not sure what trade that was. So, that's exciting. Yeah, they're going to auto-cap all this. That's what happens when we don't go after them. It's fine. No worries. No worries at all. So there's going to be some additional rebellions happening eventually, but we're going to be able to finish a fair number of these missions pretty quickly, I think. A lot of this is stuff we're already doing, kind of. At least 2 markets in each port. Yeah, that's fine. We'll definitely work on that for a little bit here. And in the meantime, of course, we will finish up the siege. 7%. Okay. We've got a ways to go on that one. Wow. Macedon? You feeling okay? I feel like you need to go home. You're drunk. Exciting. Just kind of stretching all the way up here. Of course, who are we to talk? Okay, so they're going to get stuck sieging Rome. That's perfectly fine. We don't care about that. We're going to wrap this up very shortly, and that will be great. That siege did not end there. I wouldn't necessarily mind assaulting this. Do it. Assault in progress. Siege is 1, and that means that we can get rid of these mercs. And that, of course, means that we wait for the auto cap here. Reconcile. Okay. We will go ahead and sue for peace. And we'll take that. There we go. And we will actually gain the popularity here. Absolutely. And we need a researcher for our martial advances. So we'll put in the guy who is most qualified. Perfect. Okay. So there's that all under control. We went back up a little bit in tyranny at some point. I'm not sure exactly when. But we must have gotten a little bit of tyranny. It is unfortunate. These barbarians will automatically be taken care of. No big deal here. They're just annoying. They disable, or they reduce the civ value, yeah, but it's okay. They eventually give up. Okay, so we should probably continue working on courts of law in these locations. So, down to, actually there. Perfect. We'll do that. And how are these construction projects going? It's going to be a little while yet, it looks like, but that's okay. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I just kind of launched directly into that without really saying it was time to put a cut in. So it is time to put a cut in, and you can do the things that I just said, and I will see you all next time when we work on our technology and our missions. And it's going to be a lot of rebellions, probably, too.